I like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I cannot answer a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under?
Today, we're looking at yet another sovereign citizen in court. And this one's insisting he doesn't need a driver's license. He's using the same old "I'm traveling, not driving" excuse, a claim that's been shut down time and time again. But here's the reality. Driving without a valid license is illegal everywhere. No fancy wording or loophole is going to change that. And once again, the judge stays calm and completely in control, handling the nonsense like a pro. These cases never fail to amaze me. Somehow, they still think this strategy will work. Let me know in the comments what you think about these sovereign citizen claims. And let's jump into the footage.
In a moment, I'm going to ask how you wish to proceed in regards to a plea. Right now, do you have a plan in regards to an attorney? Are you hiring an attorney, asking the court to appoint, representing yourself?
Represent myself, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Curvin, you looks like you're 33 years old. So absent some other compelling reason, you'd be able to represent yourself. If you wish to, I'm going to ask what your plea is. If you wish to have a trial, if you wish to, I don't know if you qualify for a diversion, if you wish to try to get the case resolved either through counsel or yourself with the county attorney's office, any of those things, then your plea should be not guilty. If you choose to plead guilty, then we would proceed to sentencing. I would hear from both parties in a pronounced sentence. If you plead no contest, that is then if the state were to present what we refer to as a proffer. A person who's pleading no contest are not challenging the charge, but they're not pleading guilty per se. If there's a proffer that supports the facts that would result in a guilty verdict, then that person would be found guilty and we'd proceed to sentencing in the same manner as I described before. With those things in mind, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Are we on the record?
Yes.
So on the record before I make a plea, I like to simply state that I do not understand the nature and cause of the action in regard of the elements of my personal jurisdiction, the venue, and the nature cause of action until the prosecution has properly alleged that before me, and therefore I'm not able to enter a plea until then. I'd like to know if it's going to be if I'm going to be tried under common law, or is it going to be under maritime?
Can anyone actually make sense of what these sovereign citizens are saying? This guy sounds like he's building up to some magic phrase that'll make the judge say, "You know what? You're right. Case dismissed." But spoiler, that's not happening. He's asking, what law am I being charged under? As if that's going to change anything. And just like the others we've covered, he's clearly reading from the same old script, one that's never worked. Most end up shut down or held in contempt, and a retrial is rare. Now, to be fair, he's been more polite than some we've seen, so credit for that. But still, his arguments don't hold up. What do you think of his courtroom performance so far? Let's jump back in and take a closer look.
Can you speak up a little bit? It's difficult to hear you.
I got my headphones on. Did you hear what I said, or just what part did you need to
I heard part of what you said, so.
Okay. I was saying, for the record, I did not simply understand nature and cause of action bring about against me with regards of the elements of our personal jurisdiction, and also the nature cause of action until the jurisdiction, the prosecution has let me know what they're going to try me underneath, so I can let you know what I'm going to make my plea. I'm not really sure if it's under common law or is it maritime law, so I can know how to defend myself, and then I can enter my plea.
All right. Have you filed a motion for discovery in this case?
I filed in my I put a special appearance in affidavit in about a week ago.
Well, there's something that's listed as correspondence in the court file. I'm looking at it now. It's not an official pleading. Neither does it state that you've requested information from the state that we refer to as discovery.
You didn't receive. I emailed. I actually faxed the. I faxed the special appearance. Did you receive it?
There's a document that looks like it is served or before a notary in Oklahoma that reflects what appears to be your signature and says respondent beneficiary of the named defendant constitutional rights / benefits.
It should
Is
be
that
like
the document you're referring to?
Yeah, I think is it just only one they went through? Because there's like 4 pages, 4 or 5, a few pages that went through, not just one.
There's a 1-page document.
There's only one. It's supposed to be more. I faxed to more over there. It was supposed to be like 4 pages.
It's 1 page. Where it begins is at the top. It says the Supreme Court said in U.S. versus Mirsky.
Yeah, I have a copy right here with me. I think you're just referring to the last page. And I sent like 4 pages of them. I think I got it notarized at the end of it, and I think the notary already sent the last page to you, but it was supposed to be 4 more pages to go with that. That was the special appearance.
All right. Are you entering a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Can I enter a plea at the moment because I'm not sure what I'm going to be tried under. What jurisdiction am I going to be tried under? I do not understand the nature of the cause of action being brought up yesterday.
Well, I've explained what you're charged with.
Yes.
I'm going to put you down as a plea of not guilty and set this matter for trial. If you wish to,
because my special appearance didn't make it. I need to resend it as well.
He's claiming he needs to resend his special appearance. Classic sovereign citizen logic. They think if they reject the court's authority, it somehow won't apply. But once you're in court responding to charges, the court already has jurisdiction. End of story. Judges hear this argument all the time, and it never works. Not once. Still, it's always wild to watch them try. Let's get back to it and see where this goes.
So I have a chance to resend my special appearance because it didn't make it in. I guess you only had the last copy of it. There's more pages that you didn't see. I need to enter that in beforehand. How can I reset until I can do that? I have time to do that. I can do it today, and we can reset it for the same time next week if that's okay.
I'm going to go ahead and set this for trial. You can, if you have pretrial motions that you'd like to address, they need to be properly filed.
Okay.
Sometimes if people are representing themselves, they're still held to the same standard as an attorney would be.
Yes, sir.
And sometimes people don't have the experience to do that correctly. So there's an advantage to having an attorney. But I'm going to set aside 2 hours for bench trial.
I'd like to be tried by jury if that's okay. If I'm going to be separate trial, if it has to be separate trial.
Have you made a written request for trial by jury?
I have not. This is my first appearance today.
If you're seeking to have a jury trial, then you're going to need to file a written motion in that regard.
Okay.
Again, pursuant to Kansas law, there are restrictions in that regard. When we set a jury trial, I generally have a pretrial date that we have. You will be required to be here at Elk County to conduct that hearing. If you have pretrial motions that you're wishing to have heard, we typically would do that in advance at a pretrial. I'm going to set a pretrial date at this time. It'll give you an opportunity to place your written motion for request for jury trial.
Do you think this guy actually has a shot at winning his jury trial? Personally, I doubt it. He was caught driving without a license and used the usual sovereign citizen arguments, which never hold up in court. Yes, he was more polite than most, but claiming the law doesn't apply to you isn't going to convince a jury. Driving without a license is illegal, period. That I'm traveling defense has failed every time, since it's going to trial. We probably won't see the outcome, but it's not hard to guess. Likely a guilty verdict, maybe a fine or probation. What do you think? Any chance he wins? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom content.